How's it going, everybody? Well, I have a few things to show you today. First is my Recon, which I modded up. I put my Alpha Trooper spring in it, and I took out the air restrictor and all that jazz. I taped over the holes. Well, I taped over the hole, and then you know. So, now, it's much louder, it's more powerful, and it makes me happy. The second is this, which is... I don't know if I've actually showed you this before, but this is my blowgun. It's 30 inches of half-inch PVC with a small stub of CPVC stuck in the mouth end to act as a dart stop so I don't suck any darts into my mouth. And it shoots these yellow Busby plunger darts really well. There it is. And another thing that's very fun that I found out, since this is half-inch PVC, I can use this as a barrel. I can use this as a barrel for my PumpSnap. And I can fit anywhere from 1 shot to about 4 in there. Well, I can fit up to like 10, but they don't fire very well at that point. So, and this is actually powerful enough that it got banned with just 1 dart in the barrel at my local at Snug, so I have to use at least 3 or 4 in the barrel at all times for it to actually be usable. And it just fires them very nicely. When I do fire upwards of like 4 or so, it doesn't go out very far, but it's very good for making sure you hit 1 person. So, there's that. And then I also found out about inline clips, which is something I had never thought of, and even when I actually did hear of it, I was kind of confused as to how it would work. But basically, it's just this piece of half-inch PVC, and then a 9-inch CPVC barrel on it. And it stuck a little bit of the ways in there, not very far. And basically, you stick darts in here, and I've got another little piece of CPVC in here as a piece to make sure it doesn't so the darts don't come back into vacuum load into the blaster. And since I'm using this with my PumpSnap, I don't have anything else to use it with. I actually had to drill a hole right here so that air could get in, so that I wouldn't defeat the actual point of the clip. So I can fit 4 darts in here, and they'll fire them 1 at a time. Let me see. It's not the most effective, but it works. So that was 4 streamlines. And that's as many as I can fit in one of these barrels. And I made 2. And I can fit up to 8 of my little half-inch, well, actually more like 1 1/4 inch rifled Steffens in here. And these fire a bit more reliably and a bit further than the streamlines. Plus I can get more of them in. And I don't know if I'll ever be actually using this inline clip idea practically at wars, or, well, probably not at wars, but for actual Snug or anything else like that, but it's a cool idea. Alrighty, so the first dart that I actually put in decided to get stuck, which just stinks. Let me see. There we go. Alright, 1 more. There we go. So, yeah, they're not the most reliable. And I can probably find a better way to do things, especially with my hopper. But it's a cool idea, and I didn't expect it to work quite as well as it seems to. And the last thing is a Nite Finder. Now, this isn't the best way to do a Nite Finder, and I actually found this as a an original blue Nite Finder, which I found at a kind of old stuff store, like old nerdy stuff mostly, like lots of Star Wars things and old video games and stuff like that. And I just found it and I thought it was really nice because I've never seen a blue Nite Finder for sale anywhere before. And so I tightened up the seal. I put a CPVC barrel on it, and I put a K26 in it, or at least a part of a K26. This is the rest of it. And I was actually really impressed with the stock spring in this thing. It's really nice as it is. I mean, this is like the best stock spring I've seen so far. And I improved the catch, so there we go. It's got, yeah, the seal is certainly far from perfect, but it fires very nicely. Let me fired all my other darts. The best darts for this seem to be my rifled Steffens or my chainmail slugs. Bounced right over my head. But yeah, I think I'm gonna, for actual HVC, I think I'm gonna make several more blasters similar to this, but probably with Home Depot springs instead, because K26s are kind of hard for me to come by. But I'm probably gonna make 2 or 3 more of these, maybe upwards of 4. Probably just yellow ones. And I'll just carry those on myself at all times, just in case. Because when I was training for HVZ, I found that I really need to have an extra backup blaster that's going to be reliable, that I can draw really quickly in case my other blasters fail. So that's pretty much all I can think of. Also, with the blowgun and the PumpSnap, a Whistler dart that's got its tip filled up with hot glue is scary. Actually, I'm going to cut part of the back off with the foam, and then I'm going to stick a piece of straw in it, because that makes it even better. I mean, I don't know if it really helps with these particular darts as much, but it helps in general. Let's see. There we go. Slide this sucker in here, and voila, happy little dart that's very scary out of that blowgun. Actually, I'm gonna wait for this hot glue to dry, and I'll load and prime the PumpSnap and stuff while I do that. There we go. That's better. Now it's in there. I love my PumpSnap. It's just a beautiful blaster. And it looks really, really scary with this 2.5 foot barrel on it. It's just really long. I still need to put an orange tip on it though. Just remember that. But yeah, with the... Yeah, they actually got banned with that blowgun as the barrel with just one dart in it, so I'll have to redo the way I do things. But actually, I also, one more thing. I recently further improved my Longshot and made it even more powerful by, well, not more powerful for this part, but this I just put some CPVC stubs in there to hold darts, and then I put my Recon spring in here along with the Home Depot spring and the original Longshot spring that I already have in here, so now it's even more powerful than it already was. It's still singled, but it's just really, really powerful. And I improved the catch spring too, because for the first time in like months it started not catching right. And it's just really nice. So, I'll see you guys later, and you all have a great day.